Alright, this is a check your work video for lesson 19. We're looking at problems 5 and 6, so hopefully you try to solve these on your own before coming and looking at this video. It says, number 5 says, Paulo had a rope that was 15 feet long. I'm going to be underlining this. It's important information. He cut off n feet, so they're giving us our variables n of the rope, to hang a bird feeder. Paulo now has 11.5 feet of rope left. Write an equation to represent the problem. So I know it's 15. I'm cutting off. So what operation is this? This is not addition or this is not addition or multiplication or division. This is subtraction. If I cut something off, I'm literally taking it away. So my original number is 15, and I'm taking away an unknown amount of n, and I am left with 11.5. Aurora, please stop making noises. I'm glad you're enjoying your cereal, but I am trying to record this right now, and I don't need you making weird noises in the background, okay? So 15 minus n equals 11.5. That is the equation that is representing what's going on up here. Draw a number line, labeled from 10.5 to 15.5, and explain how you can use it to solve the problem. So I'm going to draw my number line. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty straight, except when I start talking about it. Okay, so for here, it's 10.5. And it's easier for me to use decimals. You guys should know at this point that 1/2 is equal to 0.5. So 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, 13.5. And obviously, some of you guys have been asking me, like, how do I do the work in the book or on my practice book? You guys should not be drawing this out like I am on the computer. I don't need to see your number line. You should be doing this on paper to see it for yourself and writing down your response in the slideshow that has your work posted. And I hope that you guys are doing that and not struggling to do what I'm doing right now, because this is not necessary for you to be doing. It's just so that you can see how to do it, and you should be practicing it on your own on a paper or in a notebook. Alright, so I have my number line from 10.5 to 15.5. Now I can use this to count backwards. So my original number is not 15.5, it's 15. But if you guys remember anything about number lines and how numbers work, this is 15 here between 14.5 and 15.5. This would be 14 here between these two. This would be 13 between these two. This would be 12 and 11. So I can count backwards starting at 15. So if I go from 15 to 14, that's 1. I'm going to use a different color again. Get confused between using the same colors. So this is 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, and a half. Right, I didn't go all the way to the other side. Dang, girlfriend. So then I have 1 whole jump, 2 whole jumps, 3 whole jumps, half a jump. So 3.5 jumps. So he cut off 3.5 feet. Now you're going to have to explain how we use the number line to do that. And maybe you need to go back and rewatch how I just did it. But you need to explain in your own words how does the number line help me do this. Alright, let's look at 6. Piper bought 5 movie tickets and 1 bottle of water. She spent $28. The water cost $3. Dang, that's an expensive water. How much did each ticket cost? Write an equation to solve the problem and answer the question. So we know she spent $28 total. I'm going to work up here a little bit because that line is not enough room. So 28. And we know how many tickets did she buy? She bought 5 tickets. So I have 5. Do I know how much each ticket was? No, that's what I'm trying to find out. So use a variable. Let's just stick with X. It's an easy variable to use. And she bought 1 bottle of water, which we know the price was $3. So we're going to add that to our ticket cost. Alright, first things first, I need to get rid of that 3. It's the first thing I can get rid of here. And by getting rid of it, or moving it away from the variable so that I can isolate the variable, what do I need to do? This is adding. What's the opposite of adding? Subtracting. And again, I've got to do it to both sides. So 28 minus 3, well, 8 minus 3 is 5, and I keep my 20, that equals 25. So now I have 25 equals 5x, because that 3 has now been taken out of this side, right? If I have $3 and I buy something for $3, it's $0. So now I have 25 equals 5x. Well, I'm almost to the point where that x is by himself. He's almost isolated. We know that when we have a number next to a variable, that they are being multiplied. So what's the opposite or the inverse of multiplication? Division. So I'm going to divide this side by 5. If I'm dividing this side by 5, I'm also doing it to this side. And what's 25 divided by 5? 5 divided by 5 is 1, so x is now officially by himself. And what's 25 divided by 5? For this side, 25 divided by 5? Well, that's 5. So each ticket that Piper bought costed her, she spent $5 on each ticket. Alright, I hope this video helped you in checking your work. Make sure that you are explaining your thinking in your version of the assignment, please. Have a great day.